This is CEO Leadership Table. I'm Walt Laskos, sitting in for Ken Lyle. I have the privilege today of being in Vacaville, California, at Travis Credit Union. And I'm sitting with the CEO of Travis, Patsy Van Ouwerkerk. Patsy, thank you for joining us today for our discussion. I really look forward to hearing your perspective on leadership. But before we go there, let's start off by give us a snapshot of Travis, of the background of Travis and your membership, that sort of thing.
Certainly. Travis Credit Union, chartered in 1951 to serve the military and civilian personnel at Travis Air Force Base. Federal charter at that time.
Let's look at your career. And I am just, can't wait to hear what you're going to say about this, but how did this all begin? How did your whole career in credit unions begin? Let's start there.
Well, it's a story I tell quite often, but it really is because of my husband and his job. I married John and we moved to San Jose so that he could finish school at San Jose State. And his major was broadcast journalism. And as happens, you are sent to some end of the world that you're not familiar with. So he ended up in Eureka in broadcast journalism. And I needed to get a job, and so I applied for a position as a loan officer at a credit union. Had no idea what a credit union was. But Steve Anchon Giovanni, who is just an icon in our industry, hired me and said he really was looking for the right sort of personality. It didn't matter that I didn't have a financial background. He said, if you want to help people, this is a great career. And so I ended up at Coast Central Credit Union, worked there for about 2 years. John got another job in television, and we moved to Monterey, ended up at another credit union for a short time, and then a Sacramento television station saw him, hired him, and I ended up at the Golden One Credit Union and stayed there for 15 years. So it's really as a result of John's job and my need to get a job that I ended up at a credit union.
And I don't quite understand. I thought John would have made the inroads to have you be the lead news anchor or something on the
I don't think so. As I said to you, being on camera is not my expertise. It'll be fun, but
tell us, what was it like the first day that you came in and sat down in the CEO's chair?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I'll never forget it. I had been, as I said, at the Golden One for 15 years and really had been in all of my career working to that CEO spot. And so when I was hired, certainly very personal interaction, but also the way I communicate with them in writing too. They always know where they stand with me.
We have about a minute or so left. What kind of parting closing words would you have for folks that are looking to really advance their careers and to become more of a leader for others around them?
I think to learn as much as they can about the job they'd like to have. I was never content to just be in whatever position it was. I was always looking to say, what's that next position going to look like? And do I have someone trained to take my job so that if an opportunity comes along, I can be considered for it? So train people along the way. I had a supervisor years ago who said, be nice to people along the way because you don't know who you will supervise, who you'll be supervised by. And she was exactly right. So again, I treat people with kindness and expect the same, and it served me well. So
wonderful. Patsy, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for allowing us to come in and chat with you today about leadership.
It's great to see you.
Thanks. And thank you, too, for taking the time to be with us today on Leadership Table. For West Corp and Overland Studios, I'm Walt Laskos. Have a great day.